strategy. I don't know why I did that, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's my head. My head, it's not playing right. Actually, it's not, because I'm feeling a bit of pain like there, and it's like I don't know. It's not like a headache or whatever, but yeah, it's my head just telling me that I'm stupid, and I think it's a constant reminder to, be smart or something like that, or I don't know. I have no idea whatsoever. See, that's probably why, but, yeah, hello everyone. Liam Catterson here with episode number 4 of season 2 for My Hero Academia, which I've just said the title, Strategy. So, yeah, I'm really loving this, especially, I'm assuming we're going to do arcs like we did with season 1, and I'm assuming the UA, sports festival thingamabob is going to be the first arc, which, is, so far really, really exciting, especially, with what was described will be the next event after the first, event got closed off by Izuku, pulling off a surprise victory because Todoroki was absolutely nailing it. Like I think he was pretty much in the lead for like 90% of that only event, that round, should I say. And then he had a little kerfuffle with Bakugo, which was really, really great to see. And then Izuku pulling off the surprise of all moves with stockpiling the landmines to get an extra propulsion, yeah, with Bakugo and Todoroki, and he managed to, leave them all stranded, and Izuku went on to win, so that's great. Well, it is great, but it's also not so great, as we have come to learn about what the second round is all about. The Cavalry Battle, with people having to form teams of 4, and they have to beat the other teams, and as I'm aware, the amount of points they score is based on wherever people are ranked on the leaderboard, which is why it might look good for Izuku, but with that Cavalry Battle announced, yeah, we're worried. We're worried as hell. But so far, this season has been really, really good. I'm just worried about what will happen, like with the UA Sports Festival, because especially with, the League of Villains are not, sleeping away from this one. They're, the UA Sports Festival is a really, really popular event, as described by Aizawa, who was absolutely nailing it yesterday. Your last episode, I didn't react to it yesterday. I was Christmas shopping yesterday. My perspective. I know it might be, January, February or whatever, and Christmas was not yesterday, although it might feel like it with how fast time goes these days. But, yeah, as I was saying, Aizawa has stated that this is a really, really popular event. So even the villains are going to get their, fair share of what's going on, especially after, what happened at the USJ. I think, people like Tamura, are wanting to analyze the people that, surprised him in, overcoming him, or, going toe to toe to him, really, really carefully, because, I mean, like I said, way back when episode 13 finished, I think it was, that's not going to be the only encounter. So, this is going to be a great opportunity for Tamura to analyze people like Izuku. Well, was watching Izuku, but everyone else as well. Maybe try to find some weak points potentially, because we know Tamura likes to strategize, hence why, he didn't just, come in with, to the USJ all on his own and it's like, where is All Might? I want to take him on by himself. No, he got someone who was the equivalent to fight himself, because he knew he stood a chance. So, yeah, Tamura likes to use his head, so, but sometimes calculations can be proven just wrong, so yeah. But yeah, with that said, let's just delve right into episode number 4. Looking forward to this. Of course, the full reaction will be on Patreon. But with that said, let's go.
Added together to reach your team totals. Everyone will know how much you're worth thanks to your headbands. Swipe as many headbands as you can to raise your team's score.
So it's not a target on the back, it's a target on the front.
So the more you steal, the harder it'll be to manage them.
Oh boy.
And another thing,
you have more time to make up a plan.
Well, I don't know, Mina. Maybe we should wait and see how the teams turn out before we start strategizing.
Exactly.
This is going to be rough. You may use your
You don't know
quirks
who you
as much
could
as
be
like.
with, and it
But
could be a
there are
disadvantage.
two rules. Make a team fall on purpose and I'll slap you with a red card. You'll be disqualified.
Love it!
Now you've got 15 minutes.
Point of the first round.
That's such a sad way of looking at our jobs.
Seriously?
Yeah, but-
He's never had a problem stealing the spotlight.
True. He's still salty
But on
about
the
episode
other hand,
1.
Even if you're battling each other for popularity, there are plenty of cases where you have to work together.
Huh. You're right, it's just like this cavalry battle. Every point you score is not just for you, but for your teammates as well. Plus, you have to think about how quirks work together, and who you're compatible with.
It's kind of like coordinating with your sites.
See,
or doing
they've done the
coordinating with other
strategizing.
agencies.
I'm sure.
How's he?
I'm not surprised people are trying to join up with him.
That's why.
I was gonna try Todoroki, but he already picked a group.
But,
So hey,
you know,
team
them
up.
two are gonna bro it up.
dumb hair. My name is Kirishima, and my hair's not that different from yours.
No!
Come on, you want to be the writer? Right?
Yes, you
So
teamed
you're
up
gonna
at the
need a
USJ,
strong
come
fire
on!
force who won't be hurt by your blasts. That'd be me.
Yeah, he's pretty strong.
I need someone with guts. My quirk was made for this. I got you covered, man.
Kirishima.
Let's go.
But for some reason, no one wants me to climb on top of them so I can be a writer! With your huge body and those tentacles, you could cover me completely so no one will take my headband! Right?
Oh boy.
Good idea. Let's go.
It's better to team up with people you like.
Love. Love.
Something wrong? So gross.
No, I just thought my chest was gonna explode for a second.
'Cause it's
Actually,
love,
I wanted
it's
to team
love.
up with you too. Thanks a lot. You're right. For a game that requires so much teamwork, it's smart to find people you communicate smoothly with. In fact, if we had your
And you
quirk
and
one other
Uraraka.
person- You know what? I think I might have a solid plan. Ida,
Yes!
Refuse your offer.
Ah!
Since this all started, I've been losing to you. Please don't take this as an insult. You're a great friend.
Oh.
But if I continue to follow you, I'll never get stronger.
It's an
Bakugo and
understandable.
Todoroki have challenged you already, but they aren't the only ones who see you as a rival.
Well, a lot of people.
Dorian, I'll try my best to defeat you.
Whoa, Ida.
I mean, you can't blame him.
it's already.
Team up with me, person in first place.
So close! Who are you?
What the?
I'm a student in the support course. Name's Mei Hatsume. Oh, you're that weirdo from the obstacle
Yep.
course. We haven't met. I'd like to
Weirdos
use your
are
current name
cool.
to my I packed a ton of powerful babies to bring with me, so I'm sure you'll find some
Oh,
you
that's her
floating around my
babies.
arsenal.
Understandable.
Oh, I see one's caught your eye. I based this on a certain hero's backpack. Of course, I added my own twist.
Wait, I recognize that. Airjet, the Buster Hero, has one of those.
Oh, okay.
I love that guy.
Isn't he awesome?
Uh-oh.
His agency's supposed to
Uh-oh.
They sure get along well.
No, I don't ship Mei and
Not being able to team
Izuku.
up with
No.
heroes a deaf bot is.
Ooh, who? Just lynch Bakugo away. But no, he wouldn't anyways.
Join me.
Ooh, I'm so interested. Who?
Almost everyone in the
Oh! Yes!
Hatsume,
Nice.
Oyami,
Yes.
let's do this!
Damn, how would you fit all of that, like, 1 million on a headband, like, front and center?
What's happening?
We're sinking. It must be that guy's quirk.
Oh! Trapping them.
Uraraka, Hatsume, watch your faces!
Oh, shit. Oh, yep. May's gift. Awesome. Awesome.
He flew. Support course.
No!
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, oh!
Uraraka's quirk is awesome. She's floating everything but her and the equipment.
It's a really reliable team, especially with Mei here.
It's just precious. Units can be manufactured, you know.
Excellent mobility.
I'm glad she's
Babies are
passionate,
amazing,
though.
Hatsume.
Thanks. I'm the one who's making us float. They're not that far away. Come on, Shiro. Full speed ahead.
Gakure! Your headband's gone!
Oh! Strategy. Anything to protect. Yeah.
Oh man, you got Asui in there too?
I told you to call me
Oh goodness. Oh good. That's an actually interesting team as well. Ooh. Come on. Come on. Ah, this is gonna compromise them in a bit.
my baby through it!
Sorry! Don't think for a second you're safe!
Ooh.
I've got you!
Ooh.
Yummy!
Yes!
Other than Midoriya, Class 1A's not doing so hot! Even Bakugo is losing!
Oh, damn! Oh!
Small-minded. Think bigger.
This team!
What did you say? Come back here!
Kill him
Midnight
back!
said
Don't
the
kill him.
obstacle course was just the first game. And we figured they wouldn't cut that many of us right off the bat. Would they?
Oh.
Assuming they'd have your attention. You're kind of famous, aren't you? For being attacked by that sludge villain.
Oh, Lord,
You'll have
no.
to tell me about it sometime. It must be strange to always find yourself in the role of the victim.
This is testing.
We have a change of plans.
Oh, shit! Yeah, you...
Before we take down Deku, we're gonna kill every last one of these B-list idiots.
No, I said don't kill!
And now we've reached the halfway point of the game.
Oh my god, halfway. Oh,
Expected showing, but who will wear the title in points at the end?
Oh my goodness.
Question, sports fans.
Oh boy, here we go. This is gonna be ace.
I'll be taking that now.
Oh no you won't. Oh no you won't. Oh my god, we're gonna have Todoroki and Deku. This is gonna be really swell. I don't know about you guys, but I thought that was a really fun episode. The funnest episode. You might think that episode 3 might have been, you know, super fun, considering it was mainly about the action and, you know, seeing Bakugo and Todoroki, you know, just, squabble it up a bit. But, no, I thought this was really great to see not just the action and not just the cavalry battle take place, but also, you know, the insight into a lot of people from Izuku and, you know, building up the team from, Class 1B as well, which I really loved that, you know, little twist as well, about that person, you know, saying, we purposely lost because, you know, we were basically scouting you guys out. So I really loved that after he took Bakugo's headband, which, I mean, he's gathered quite a bit. So, with the ability to reclaim them, and not just that, but Bakugo is not looking too good. He's not even in the top 4 as well. It would be an opportunistic time to roast him, like literally, and, you know, take all the headbands he pleases, and, you know, Bakugo's back up there. So, I do see, you know, this, your overconfidence will be a weakness thing going for Class 1B after they, you know, said, we purposely lost so we can, you know, basically plan for this moment. Which is, like I said, a really decent strategy because, you know, they didn't rush into this. They wanted to know what all the hype was with Class 1A, and it paid off well because, they've managed to secure a few headbands, which is really decent. So, yeah, as well as Bakugo, like, because, you know, he, was originally in, you know, the top of the table, 3rd, I think it was. And I think, yeah, all the points accumulated will help him out. So, yeah, like I said, it was great strategy there from, Class 1B scouting and all of that. There was also a few selfish reasons. I don't know if you would call them selfish, May, for example, cause she was like, oh, well, hopefully my babies will get recognized. I just love her. I'm ready for the, Uraraka and May squabble, because I don't know if it was just me. Well, it's probably with the fact that, me shipping Uraraka and Deku, and it's like, oh, look, someone's like taking a great obsession to Izuku's face, and then, you have Uraraka to the side just glancing, and it's like, uh-oh. So, yeah, but, I mean, it does help out as well, so that's really, really great, stuff, but I just love her obsession, like, hopefully my babies will get recognized. Go my equipment. So I just loved May and her weird, I don't know, it kind of reminded me of Nora for a bit, like the, I don't know, the over-the-top voice, and I think her design as well. So, Nora from Ruby, for those who are wondering. So she kind of reminded me of Nora from Ruby, should I say. Which is a good thing, because Nora is like one of my favorites, because she's just really, really insane. And Samantha Island plays her well. But yeah, I really, really loved all the strategy, as well as Izuku. I mean, he tried with Ide, didn't he? Which I thought would have made a really, really great team. Like, Ide and Uraraka with flight and speed, with zero gravity and engine. I thought that would have made for a great team, but, alas. I could see, like I said, I see why Ide decided not to partner with Izuku and viewed him as a rival. That's fine. He's still, best friends with him, but at the end of the day, like I said, this is every man for himself, and some people are more sympathetic, like Uraraka, than others. So, yeah. Even Bakugo was, cause him and Kirishima have, had a bit of a bond, especially towards the end of season 1, and, he was, deliberately trying to shrug him off. He was deliberately shrugging everyone off, saying, oh, what's your names again? Again, trying to piss off the class, which he did do. So yeah, I'm liking, what they're doing with Bakugo this season. It's really, really great stuff. But like I said, he tried to shrug off Kirishima, but as soon as he explained, Bakugo and, what benefits Kirishima would bring, Bakugo just, lit up, so yeah. But yeah, and as well as the fact that everyone, saw how, really, really, what would you say, versatile his, quirk can be, because, we've seen, how creative his quirk is, and it's really, really great, stuff, so, yeah, but, Bakugo's not having any of it, and I just really, really liked that. I really, really loved the pros as well, discussing about, like, we had that little moment with, Mount Lady, Death Arms, and Groot. We had that moment, which I thought was really, really nice, when they were just analyzing everything and, saying how this is basically, testing them, I guess, at the end of the day, especially with how, well they might have to work with others, because, especially with Class 1A, Bakugo and Izuku, for example, I know that wasn't an established team, and I don't think Izuku would want Bakugo would want any part of it, considering how greater of a target that is. I think, they got a really, really good point, with their, explanation. I really loved that little, segment as well. As well as, them showing really, really great interest, in Class 1A, which is really, really great. I loved, the partnerships as well, like what we got as a team, Toguyami as well. I really, really loved that utilization, as well as having an extra man, I guess. Well, it helps for the rear defenses, as, he said. But, his quirk, his shadow quirk is really, really, comes in really, really handy, as well as the combination of Uraraka and May. So, it's really, really great stuff. But I really also loved the, team up with, especially, Sue and Minetta's team as well, because that was advantageous as well. They were shielded, basically, which I think is a really, really great strategy, because at the end of the game, is to basically not lose your headband or claim as many headbands as possible. But you don't want to lose that opportunity, and if you are, and you have to remember, you know, with your quirks, you got to utilize them creatively in the real world. And like the pros were talking about, this is a great test. And with that team up with what Mineta and Sue had, I think that's a really, really creative way. Just shield them. Because you don't get that with Izuku, I guess. You don't get that with Bakugo or, well, maybe Kirishima a little bit. But the team they inevitably got boded so well for them, so that was really, really great. It's that nice little shield cover, isn't it? So yeah, whilst they can still dish out the offense. So I really, really liked that team up, even though Mineta was like, oh, no one was gonna team with me. I wouldn't team with you. Not like, even if I was forced to, I would risk disqualification or whatever. Just Mineta's a bitch. Yeah, I'm really interested to see how Todoroki's team and Izuku's team, you know, do manage to go down. But as well as, you know, Class 1B and, that blonde guy with, he was basically taunting Bakugo. Cause I knew when he was, you know, talking about, you know, the sludge monster as well, when he, you know, taunted him basically, I knew Bakugo was not going to take that lightly, especially with the fact that he, you know, he instigated it by taking his headband, which is not what Bakugo would want anyways. But, you know, he basically read his death sentence by taunting him. And I was like, oh shit. So, yeah, you just knew that a Bakugo moment where he would rage was inevitable. So I can't wait to see how Bakugo, just because he even said, I'm gonna kill him. But, you know, you don't want Bakugo to lose as well, because, you know, you don't want a, you know, a prime character like Bakugo to lose to extras. So it's like, yeah, this is not going to look good. And, you know, it might damage Bakugo even more, which you don't want to see, because Bakugo is a really, really, you know, fundamental character, especially with his quirk. And this would, you know, I mean, you've already seen his reaction to Izuku beating him again, in the last episode, and, you know, he doesn't want this. So I'm kind of rooting for Bakugo here, and, you know, this is so weird to say. It's like Murphy all over again with the 100. Like, he was a character I despised, and here we are. Like, it's like, go Murphy! You know, you might, you know, your stuff in the past might have been wrong, but yay! It's like this with Bakugo. Literally. Although Bakugo is probably a bit more, I don't know. I wouldn't say corrupted, but he shows more aggression, whereas Murphy is a more understandable case in the 100. But yeah, deviating from that, I thought it was a really, really great battle, and I can't wait to see how part 2 does conclude. I'm assuming, you know, every event we're going to get with this arc is going to be split in 2, because we want to focus on everyone until the numbers are reduced. And, you know, there's 42 people in this event, so it would feel a bit rushed, especially with the stakes being so high, if you manage to fit it in one slot, like episodes 2 and 3. So yeah, I'm glad they're splitting them up into 2-parters, literally at the halfway point as well, which is really, 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 really great timing as well. So that's good stuff. But like I said, I can't wait to see how Deku and Deku's team versus Todoroki's team do get on, because I'm ready for that. Especially with Todoroki, you know, stating he would beat Izuku. Failed the first time. He's got a chance at redemption. So he's basically been his kind of biggest rival in this season so far, in my opinion, because we had the talk down before the sports festival began. He's been very, very intrigued about the similarities to All Might and Izuku's power. And like I said, episode 2, he was a bit shook, as well as Bakugo, that, you know, after having such a dominating lead, he managed to be defeated by Izuku. And now we come to this moment, so I'm really ready for this. I'm really, really ready for this. But yeah, that was a fantastic episode. Like I said, it was probably the funnest, with great utilization of the insight of every character and you know what it's the smartest way to go about this, because you can't, because at the end of the day you can't just team up with some, you know, random Joe and whatever and think, okay, you'll do or whatever. You've got to strategize this. You've got to use this to the best of your advantage if you want to succeed. So, you know, I really, really loved the utilization. It just shows, like, this episode that there's no slacking and that, you know, these characters were basically, using their heads into what is the best decision rather than, you know, just doing this and doing that and all that jazz. So, yeah, I really, really love this. Fun episode, and I can't wait to see what episode 5 has to bring. But until then, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right. If you want to check out more of my content, you can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!